What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we're going to be showcasing the Super Saiyan Trio a little bit. Let's just jump right in and see what these guys can do. We do not have a good... we might have a decent first rotation. I'd have to see it actually happen. But we're taking them... and animation.
This is something that I have to do. As a mortal living in this world.
Alright, so this is my Super Saiyan Trio. I feel like he would... Does he get better links with the Trunks? He doesn't. He gets experienced fighters. Realistically, they get about the same links. So let's just go like this. We're going to keep the Gohan on rotation. We're going to put him in slot 2. Our best option is going to hope that these guys could tank the hits. They have 257,000 defense with the damage reduction of 30%. And they have 915,000 attack. They're only getting the 15% from this support memory instead of the full 8 plus the 15 because they're not a specific hybrid Saiyan or pure Saiyans or a mixed unit. So let's just see what he takes from a Cell Super without Super in. We got just 71,000 isn't terrible, and of course you dodge the normal attack. So 13.7 million turn 1, 245k defense with type advantage. That is pretty good. They did have a bunch of key spheres, so let's see how many supers they can get off here. 9.9. Okay, so just 11 million. Okay, they're not going to do another super, apparently. Nope, they did one super attack. See, that is my only biggest gripe with that unit specifically. And any unit that has that built-in, well, they will do additional attacks with high chance of doing additional supers. I mean, yeah, that's cool and all. Like, don't get me wrong, but... the amount of attacks they can do is through the roof. Yeah, they could do 4 supers, they could do 5 supers realistically, but you're reliant on that super popping. If it doesn't get the super attack, you're just doing 1 super and 3 basic attacks, which are almost minuscule at this point. And especially against like the Merge Zamasu event, they're not going to do anything if it's less than 1.5 million. So you're doing almost no damage. Like right here, Trunks could have done just a quad super there. Luckily, he did at least a triple super, so now he'll have his 30% damage reduction. But he didn't really do anything. Alright, so we gotta give him these 5. I don't have any other... I'll go with that, I guess. Swap you in, slot 2. Yeah, I really don't have any other key spheres. Give them to you, slot 2. This friend one is 69% as well. Link level 10. I'm sitting at about 282,000 defense. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the unit's terrible. The unit's good, the Super Saiyan Trio. They're really good. For what they are, they're solid. But the biggest issue I have with the unit is just what a lot of the issues I'm having with a lot of the newer units that Dokkan is creating is they're too reliant on the chance of getting additional supers. The chance of this. The chance of that. I do not like that built-in units. Because that makes them unreliable in certain situations. Where you're in the middle of a red zone, you're at that final stage, you've struggled the whole time, but now, I know we're probably going to lose because of the Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan at the end of the rotation. That's not the whole point of this. I just wanted to do like this little showcase here. But, well, these guys might survive it. I don't know. I don't know with this unit. This unit's a little odd. They have good defense, but we'll see what they do. They're going to double super. If they triple super, we might be able to make it to next rotation. But that's really just one of those we'll have to see. But back to what I was saying about the dub. Okay, triple super. We might survive it now. Because they just now stack their defense once on their ultra super, which is 20%, and twice on their 12 key super. So we might be okay. Nope, we're not okay. They just apparently suck. But even though I just showed off they had 600k defense in the last showcase. No, I mean, that really wasn't a great showcase for that unit specifically. For these guys, but they're one of those units where, like I said, they're really reliant on the additional shot of getting super attacks. This is kind of a terrible showcase. I'm still going to put it up anyway just because of the fact of there isn't much more I could show about the unit. They're an offensive unit. They're not a defensive unit. The way they're built is they're meant to hit hard for the first 5 turns of battle. I could take them through my Legendary Vegeta event, but that's not going to show much. Any type of red zone, they're not gonna showcase out. They'll hit hard through the whole Legendary Vegeta event. They'll breeze through the event, and then there'll be nothing there to it. Same with the trunks the new trunks as well. He'll do that same exact thing. He'll power through it, plow through that event, but if you take him to a red zone, they're not going to hit hard. Units that rely on the high chance to get supers, additional supers, I mean, really just make the unit lackluster, in my opinion. Granted, these guys only get greatly raising attack on their 12 key, so it wouldn't buff their defense up at all. But if they hit that additional second or third additional super attack in an event where you need that extra hit to win the fight for you, would make a big difference versus the, okay, you might hit an additional attack, but it'll just be a basic attack that'll do less than 1,000,000 damage, and Zamasu will cancel it out. But there you guys go. I mean, the unit's good. The unit's really good. I have no complaints specifically towards the unit other than, I mean, I could have used the active skill. The active skill, I think the highest I've seen for their defense is like 600,000 pre-super. So, but their active skill is actually pretty good. They hit really, really hard. The unit just hits like a truck. Like, that's the biggest thing, is this unit hits hard. I really enjoy the unit. It's just they can't handle most red zone events. With items, yeah, they'd be able to handle it no problem. But a lot of people, mainly this community as a whole, consider any unit that needs an item as a fraud or terrible. So realistically, if you're looking at this unit as a whole, going into any of the new red zones specifically, they're not going to be able to handle it. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.